Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever. I react to video game music as a musician myself, and I'm doing a series of Christmas requests, and by that I mean my most popular requests I've received throughout this past year, whether in YouTube comments or Patreon and PayPal. This one is gigantic in the YouTube comments. This is to Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X, I don't know how you guys say it. I say X. FFX sounds cooler. This is a 3-for-1 video, so it's like super Christmas. We are listening to the original. We are listening to a alternate version from the ending theme, and the Black Mages. There was going to be another one though, from a requester named Daniel / Jordan. I have two names for you. If you ever see this, the link you gave me a while ago did not work anymore. It was an orchestral version. So unfortunately, I won't be able to check that one out because I don't know which one exactly they had in mind. So if you do see this later, comment, and I will fix something for you. But either way, we get 3 versions of To Zanarkand. I never played this game. I've only heard a little bit of FFX, and a lot of people seem to like this game, but people do not stop talking about this song in particular. This was requested by sSasha, Daniel, Jordan, and DrewsComics. Let us begin the first of 3. This is the original To Zanarkand. Let's go. Oh, we got visuals? I might have to not look just in case of spoilers. I am undecided if I'm going to play this game or not, so I'm just going to completely ignore this side of my screen. I can no longer see it. Just piano? I think I know why this was requested so much. I'll explain later. I wish I could see what's going on, but I can't. It's just a solo piano piece. It's beautiful. Definitely has the feeling of like sorrow. Actually, it's somewhere between sorrow and content, completion. See, like right here, the key went up, so now it's lighter and feels nicer. But what the left hand is playing is very dark. Yeah, this is great. I love solo piano stuff. And as far as I know, this is the only solo piano song I've heard from FF. I think. From Nabuo, I should say. Da, 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 da. Don't worry, I can't see it. I was just checking the time. Oh, perfect. It's almost over. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold all my thoughts till the end, but let's just say I'm surprised. So this is the alternate version from ending theme. Let's go. This actually starts different. Piano as well, but different key. Or different octave, actually. Oh. Ding, ding, ding. I'm struggling to think of an emotion for it. I don't know how to feel. Ironically, it kind of sounds like a Christmas song. It does sound like a Christmas song. What song am I thinking of? Well, the piano's really nice here in the background. Okay, yeah, it sounds more sad. It's a nice melody. It's already stuck in my head. Da, da, da. What is the song I'm thinking of? And then this crescendo, this big, just rising section is great. The prelude. I caught it. A year ago, I wouldn't have caught that. One more. The Black Mages. I don't know what. This version is going to bring, because when I think Black Mages, I don't think of this sound at all. Also, this song is called The Skies Above. But it's related, or I think it's like a separate title. But either way, it's like in the same realm. I'm sure you guys will tell me how. But this is the Black Mages version of To Zanarkand called The Skies Above. Let's go. Okay, yeah. There's no way it stays this mellow for the whole song. Actually, I like this piano more than the original. Sounds very clean. I just predict, like, in like 30 seconds, it's gonna be like, wow. Oh, that sounds nice. And I believe Nobuo performing it. It's actually, I'm sorry to say it again, but it's fitting I'm listening to it on Christmas, because there's a song it sounds like so much and I can't think of it. Oh. They kept it faithful? There's still 6 minutes left. Okay. The black mages, everybody. All right, hold on. Let's see how they kept the theme there. At this point, it's a whole different song. The vocal melody. This is the most power metal thing I've ever heard in my life. It sounds like a shanty. Just imagine this is full of beer on the waves. I don't think I've heard lyrics before in the Black Mages. Vocals, I mean. What a left turn. Keyboard solo. Is that Nobuo? That's Nobuo, isn't it? Oh, they're swapping solos. The organ. Wow. Just to bring it all back. Oh, the chorus guitar in the background. That's so 80s. That is great. Sounds like I'm about to listen to some Whitesnake or Def Leppard. Sounds operatic. Straight opera / rock vocal. That was sick. The guitar note matched his high note. I need a freaking lighter, dude. If you have a lighter, please do it for me. Ooh. Wow, man. This is ending so good. Holy moly. Let me find the screenshot. There we go. To Zanarkand, aka also, what was it? The Skies Above. I think The Skies Above is just strictly the Black Mage's version. First of all, we're not comparing the songs. We're just going to appreciate them for what they were. I wrote a lot, so I'm going to just blabble. Hopefully I can remember it, but I'm sorry if I ruined it for you, but it really sounded like a Christmas song, especially since it's Christmas time, and I think you guys know which one I'm talking about, but I can't remember at the top of my head, and hopefully I'll come back to it. But it's the part where it's like dun 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 dun. It's super famous and it's driving me crazy. But anyways, that's the whole melody of the song. And you know, I'm gonna be honest. No one actually on Patreon or PayPal, no one actually requested the original song. The comments on YouTube did, but the requests were the other ones. And I honestly, I felt that it would be kind of a disservice to not hear the original. So I did. So this, no one requested this one. I chose it. I was not gonna hear other versions of a song and then not hear the original. That's the first time I've ever done that, because I've done that before and I didn't like it. That happened actually with FF, actually with Fisherman's Horizon. I heard the Distant Worlds version first, but I preferred way more the original. So anyways, I'm glad I heard the original first. Really nice. It's very different. Not only as far as X goes, but like Final Fantasy, as far as like the Nobuo era, I can't think of another song at the top of my head that is just strictly so much piano, like a piano solo piece. The only time that it kind of came to mind was Dragon Song from 14, and I know he did that one. But I'm saying from like 10 below, I can't remember like the heavy emphasis on the piano like that. And like nothing else, just solo piano, which reminds me of a lot of, I mentioned them before, but I'm really into solo pianists quite a bit. And there's two I really listen to. That's Philip Wesley and Michelle McLaughlin. Philip Wesley, if you are interested in stuff like this, I would listen to Racing Against the Sunset or Lamentations of the Heart or anything from A Celtic Dream by Michelle McLaughlin. Anyways, so it's that sound, like just piano solo sound, which I love. But I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting maybe some like added stuff or, you know, whatever. So it stood out a lot as far as what I've heard from Nobuo, and I'm guessing he performed it. I know he plays keys. So I did love when the cool thing about solo piano just by itself, you can really focus on the two hands. So I really liked what the left hand was doing, and it was playing something completely different from the right hand, which is typical in piano music. But to me, I find so like, whoa, how are they doing that? But it really sounds like two different songs. And for the most part, in the original, the left hand sounded very gloomy and kind of like sad and just didn't want to do anything. It just felt kind of stuck in place, where the right hand seemed kind of hopeful and nice. That's why the whole time I couldn't tell if the song was nice or sad. or both. It was kind of literally in the middle. It was like 5, just right there. The second one introduced, which is like this alternate one, apparently comes in the ending. This one sounded a lot what I thought the first one was going to sound like after a couple of minutes. But the second one was now more of a extension. It feels like one long song, actually, the first one and the second one. And this one started to introduce the percussion, the trumpets, something else I wrote down. I can't even remember what I wrote. Oh, this one sounded way more sad. Like, yeah, if they're bringing it back to an ending, you know, from what I've played, how many games have I played? I played 2 Final Fantasy games and 1 remake. The endings from those experiences, the endings are kind of on the really emotional, make you think side, either crying or something. You know, they're impactful. So I felt that was there too. But the sound was huge. It had a huge sound, like climbing and climbing. This crescendo kept going. A crescendo is when the volume of a song keeps going till it peaks, and then it kind of comes down. And man, it was just big, and like it kind of, I don't know, it just made me feel like kind of wish I was experiencing it, like the context wise, which, you know, may or may not happen in the future. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But that's why I kind of don't look at stuff, just in case, because I do like the music from FFX quite a bit, you know, so there might be a chance. But I have seen some of the footage, and it doesn't look, honestly, it doesn't look that appealing to me. But hey, you know, whatever. That's nor here nor there. The comments won't be about convincing me about, anyways. And then the third one, the Black Mages version. Again, I'm not comparing them, but I really, really enjoyed this one. And then it's not because of the obvious, you know, chugga chugga, boom boom, wah wah, all that. The piano was actually really nice, and I actually thought it was, you know, on par with the original. It sounded like a real live grand piano, performed very well. And it actually tricked me because I thought it was going to just go for this after a while. I kind of figured it would go heavy because that's what the Black Mages are. But it went for a long time as just the original. I'm like, oh, maybe they're keeping it faithful and just just playing it as is, which sounded great. But then, of course, the song went into this, like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Advent Children version of One Winged Angel, sort of, where it's like, it starts off as this kind of like the normal theme, and then all of a sudden it's just like boom, and it just goes into like a thrash fest, you know. This one was cool, and even though I was surprised by the heavy part, I was waiting for the how are they going to incorporate it, because it didn't fit to me at all. It wasn't the same key, but it was like I wasn't just gonna like it just because it was heavy. You know what I mean? Like if it works, it works, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. And it worked here because, again, the vocal melody was doing the piano line. So it connected the dots to me. But can we just talk about like how insane the keyboard was in this one? Like there was dueling solos that were going back and forth. There was heavy synthesizer work all over it. And the solo was so good, and then it eventually resolved back into that slow part, which I love. I love a good resolve. Everyone does. You like to go this way, and then to just it's a satisfying feeling. But the elephant in the room is that there's lyrics. Not only the lyrics, but it's the first time I heard vocals, I believe, in the Black Mages. So I don't know who sings that. I don't know how often they sing. I don't know what made them decide to sing. And I don't know what made them, like, I'm trying to piece together why it's called a different name, right? It's the Skies Above, sorry. The Skies Above. So from what I know, the Black Mages is just remixes of older songs, but in this one, they kind of gave it its own entity. They gave it a different song title. They gave it vocals. So I don't know what that is. I don't even know what they were singing about. It sounded epic though. It was a straight up power metal, like shanty stuff, but it was great. I have to think of that Christmas song. It's driving me crazy. I'm sorry. I have to figure it out. Hold on. Okay, I figured it out. I can't play it because copyright, but Silent Night. Right? It's funny that I didn't mean to choose this for Christmas special. It's just I did this last year, right? I did the most requests I had, and it's funny because I'm wearing a Sunday hat. It's Christmas themed. This song really just sounded like that to me. I'm sorry, it just did. If you played this and you got chestnuts roasting, candy canes and trees and all that shiznit all over the place, and you play this, no one's gonna know the difference. It's like a variation of Silent Night. I'm sorry if I ruined it for you, but it's great. I'm just saying though. I'm just glad I figured it out because I was like, what the hell is that? But if you hear that song during the chorus section of Silent Night, you will hear what I hear in this one. I can't play it for you, but you should know that it's that one. I'm not saying it's inspired by that. I'm just saying it sounds like that, and it's funny that I'm recording this on Christmas. Anyways, to Zanarkand. As far as the context goes of the song, I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's a place. It sounds like a place to Zanarkand. And I was going to try to guess where, if it is a place, just because it says 2. Otherwise, I wouldn't have guessed that. But since the Black Mages one is called The Skies Above, it makes me think, well, 2 things, actually. Skies Above can be heaven, or it could be a fictional city, like, in the sky. So, I don't know, but, you know, I'm noticing this pattern of, like, a lot of requests, and that typically means it's, like, the ending of a game, or a final boss or something. I've noticed that. Like, the ones that get... The amount of requests this one got is on par with the ones that, like, I've gone for final bosses and final themes type of stuff. And since it's used in the final with that second version, I'm guessing it's something related. Obviously, I can't stop everyone from posting spoilers, but I'd prefer if you didn't, just in case. It's still going to happen regardless, so I have to be careful how I read these comments. But honestly, I thought it was a very ambitious turn of just having straight up piano. I was really nice. I was not expecting that. Because to me, oh, and I think that's another reason people requested it. I said that earlier is because, like about a year ago when I was listening to Dragon Song and other stuff, I told people and Answers, I was like, I really like solo piano stuff. So people started requesting solo piano stuff. And from the time I got this requested and the time I said that kind of lines up. So let me know what To Zanarkand is, where that is, who that is, where, you know, I don't know anything about it. Obviously you can decide if you want to spoil, but hopefully not. I'm glad it lived up though. It's a great song actually, and it's very different, not only for FFX, which is really not what I expected at all. I expected more heavy metal, but FF in general. Everything I've heard from FF, this doesn't sound like really anything in the Nobuo era from, well, I've only heard from what, 5 to 10? I haven't heard anything below that. Anyways, it was different. It was cool, and I really enjoyed it. And go listen to those other Philip Wesley and Michelle McLaughlin. You'll enjoy it if you like this kind of stuff. Big recommend. So yeah, that's To Zanarkand. Thank you to sSasha, Daniel, and Jordan, and DrewsComics, and everyone else who requested it. I saw it. Cool. I'm gonna play this while I light my Christmas tree. Oh man, I can tell so many people are gonna get mad at me saying that you ruined the song for me. I didn't ruin the song for you. I just gave the song a new life that you didn't even know was there. Now you can enjoy it another way. There you go. Be happy. Happy holidays. If you want to make a request to me, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine. If you don't mind waiting, of course. The wait list is astronomical. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum tier on Patreon, which I provide, and that expedites your requests, basically skips the line. A big thank you to my current supporters of that: Kevin, Patrick, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Turn Arclight, Kalanin, and Gardlane. Thank you all so much. Thank you FF community. Thank you FFX community, FF10. Thank you to everyone. Happy holidays. I will see you soon. Thank you. Peace.